Okay, prepare to be cozy. A blanket, tuck the toes in the blanket, maybe a little tea, maybe a little matcha latte with honey, maybe just some water, maybe a little snack. Look how pretty this looks. As if awakening from a deep sleep, you find yourself in a strange, contradictory world of ancient ruins and advanced technology, tasked by your creator with solving a series of increasingly complex puzzles. You must decide whether to have faith or to ask the difficult questions. Who are you? What is your purpose? And what are you going to do about it? Ooh, I like it. Let's get into it. If you think the volume is too loud or too soft, feel free to let me know. Starting child process. Feels like we were just born.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Oh. Our creator, Elohim. Hold left shift to sprint. Oh, we can go fast. But we're blocked. Oh, we're not blocked. Initializing child program logic check. So he said, I am Elohim, come find me. Lily pads. What's going on over here? This is like ancient Greek looking, kind of like a fresco. No flashlight. I'm used to our flashlight in The Last of Us. It's like Roman, Greek sculptures and paintings, right? Angels. And he said Elohim. Alexa, define Elohim.
The name Elohim means God.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's like an ancient word for God. Maybe Hebrew or something. So this guy's basically like, I am your God, I created you. Okay, well that doesn't want us to enter. So we can go through purple. We cannot go through blue. As long as I don't cut power or internet, I personally find storms add to the coziness. I agree, Cal. 100%. And so far so good on the internet. What could be better than a little cozy game night with some friends and a little storm outside? Oh. Drop. Jam. Oh. Jammer. Okay, our first puzzle mechanic. This thing jams things. So we jam the signal to this and now it's open. But I can't take it through, because when I pick it up, it stops. So goodbye to the jammer. Okay, so I think we're going to work our way through some puzzles here. Child program basic calibration successful. Oh, what's that? Oh. Excuse me? Rewind. He's bad. Is there any way for me to get him before he gets me? Are you bad? Okay. What if I do restart? Okay, so we can rewind or we can restart. So this guy's bad, man. Could we test like how close? How close can we get? Let's learn the limits. Do you see me right here? Oh. He did, but then he left. Do you see me? How about here? Do you see me? Hey, so we can kind of push it. Let's find the limit. Take it to the limit. Wow. How about now? You see me now? Okay, I feel less scared. Look how close we can get. Wow. How did he kill us that one time? I must have really gone right up to him. Okay. But like, we have to get really close. Can we go by him is the question. Like, what if I try to run by? Okay, he doesn't like that if we try to go by him. So pretty much, we can get really close to him, but if we get like level with him, he gets very unhappy. The jammer. Can we jam him? Oh, get jammed. Oh, that looks dangerous. That's a gun. Okay, they're really ramping it up. Can we jam the gun? Yeah. What happens if we don't jam the gun? Should we learn? Can I get underneath you? Hi. Let's push the limits. When do you see me? Oh, you see me pretty quickly. Okay, so the gun is not to be messed with. All right, so we cannot mess with the gun. There's never a situation that we can run through. We're just testing the limits. Is that a QR code? I don't know where I am, but there's something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. V10.1.54. Is that another one of us? Whatever we are? There is something beautiful about this place. Mountains in the distance.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome.
Oh.
And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Whoa. Obtain the sigils, obtain eternal life. I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. Faith. Okay. Oh, are these the sigils? They're like Tetris pieces. So there's 3 this way. So what's this? Oh, they're everywhere. There's 1 this way. Should we start back here? 1 here. Peephole. Oh, is that the name of this puzzle? Can you see that? It says peephole. X to reset, R to rewind. Cool. Okay, so we come in here and we get the sigil by solving the puzzle, yeah? Whoa, this is complicated. There's a lot of things here. Oh, there's our sigil. But it's hidden. Oh. Okay, this guy will go boom if we try to pass him. I'll try to like, I'll try to talk my way through all these puzzles. So it's not just like I'm running around doing stuff. I'll try to make it as interactive as possible. I'll talk out loud as we go. Well, is a lot of what I'm going to say going to be wrong? Probably. Probably. We do have one of these we can take. Excuse me? Okay. We can't take... Oh, okay. So the blue barrier we cannot go through. The purple barrier we can go through, but we can't take stuff with us. So... But we can jam stuff through these bars. So we could jam this man, What if we jam the door? And then I can take this guy out. That seems good, right? Because otherwise, if I pick this up, that door closes. Makes sense. So we could jam this guy, but look, there's a guy back there as well. Stay with me, let me cook. We don't need this door closed anymore. So let's jam that man's. And we'll use this to jam the other man's. I feel like I understand the logic of the game. That was a lot more elements than we're used to. Is there anything else for us to do? I mean, I feel like that all that flowed together very logically. So let's talk about like lessons we learned.
Need this sigil to open the gate to my temple.
Oh,
But it may serve you in times to come.
okay. Is that because it was a different color than all the green ones? I think in a game like Portal, right? Like as the game goes on, the elements from the earlier puzzles get expounded upon and it gets more complicated. So I think it could be useful to keep in mind. The key here was like using the jammer for something and then changing what we were jamming. You know, instead of just like set it and forget it. We might need to like reuse elements of the puzzle. I don't know. I'm talking out of my butt, but I'm trying to like learn. I'm trying to come away with something. Okay, so on the top left there, we've got one of 3 yellows. So now we have 1 green this way. Let's get all the Tetris pieces. I think you call them tetrominos or something. Okay, so each one of these self-contained puzzles has a sigil. I think I get it. I like it. Only the 2 of us. Yeah, shapes. We're looking for the L shape. I think there's a nerdy name for them, but I don't remember what it is. Tetromino or something. I don't know how to pronounce it either. But let's go with shapes. I like shapes, or just sigils. As long as you test your hypothesis and don't just blindly follow assumptions, it can only help. Ooh, yes. I feel like this is like our our Outer Wilds approach to things. We can come up with a hypothesis, but we got to test it and don't just blindly follow the assumption. I like how we're working our brain. So I like how it shows us there's a gun above it. So we're going to need to jam the gun. Because we learned we cannot, basically the second we're like visible to that thing, we die. So we jam the gun. Here's a jammer. We could jam the gun from here. The problem is that we're going to have to jam this. Wait, there's more over here. What is it? Oh, another jammer. So again, we could jam the gun, but it looks like there's another door. So like this is great. We've got the doors jammed. We can get in. But now the gun needs to be jammed. So let's get creative. What if we do one of these? Jam that door. Jam this door. The jammers work in concert. Get jammed. Okay. I understand. So the same thing we learned.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name.
Oh.
Each brings you closer to eternity.
Oh. The sigils bring us closer to eternity. What is this? Use Arranger. This lock requires more sigils. I understand. So we have 1 green one, but that needs 3 green ones. And then we can open the door. And then we can get more. So there's 3 green ones here. We should go this way. And that's locked. And that's where we came from. A switch out of reach. Volume perfect. Thank you, Gucci. Okay, let's take stock of what we're looking at here. This is getting complicated. We have a Bomberman. Do we care that he's there? Is he blocking us from going somewhere? Oh, there's a little room right there. Is there? I can't tell. We have a gun, which means we're not going this way. Oh, there's our sigil. We have a jammer, which means we could go that way. Anything over here? No. Okay, anything over here? No. Look at the architecture, though. How cool is this? I love it. Okay, I think our only way forward is to jam this gun. So, we have another jammer here, but unless we find another jammer to jam this and then go get that, that's no longer of use to us. Oh, some stairs. Oh. Oh, what is this? Turn switch off. What does that switch go to? Follow the switch. Oh, the switch goes to the gun. So if we just turned off the gun, can we take the jammer? Yes. Okay. Little by little. Ah, so our only way forward is past Bomberman. And we have to jam him. I understand. Sigil. Look at that. Okay, one more sigil.
Child. Only one more sigil is needed.
However, there's two more puzzles. It looks like in the top there, we need an L, backwards L, where these are both backward L's. Outnumbered. No, this is a gun. We can get next to the gun, but we cannot go where the laser is. Do we want to go over there? We have a Bomberman, we have a closed gate. Yikes, we need a lot of jammers. More headless statues. Okay, here's one jammer. So I can jam that. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we took him out of that hallway. Oh, I like what just happened. You can't imagine us passing something up if you know there's a possibility to find stuff. You know me well. You know me well already. We need all the things. Oh, we did it. Okay, so what happened here? These guys are going to move in a pattern, right? And we can open gates to get them to go out of the way. That's our lesson for this one. We want all the things. Can I take this with me?
My temple awaits you, child.
My temple awaits
Go
you.
forth.
Oh, we can't take it because it's purple. Right. That's why the entry is always purple. You can't take stuff out. So we could go and solve that little puzzle, but look. We're here, striding beneath the beaten
My
path.
child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Hey, but like the thing is, it's in my blood, Elohim. You don't understand. It's in my bones, Elohim. He doesn't like completionists. I can see. He's like, get on with it. He doesn't understand us. But, you know, if we're like actually truly stumped, then we'll listen to him. But we got to give it our best shot. I can't believe we walked in here and he's like, hey, you don't have to do that. Oh, we can kind of sneak by this man? That was close. Oh, yeah. Maybe he's like testing us. We're the robot, but we're not listening to him. We're just being completionists. Okay, I'm just kind of running around aimlessly. Oh, no, I messed up. I have an idea based on what just happened. This is what I wanted to do. We learned that in the last puzzle. We open the gate to make him go away. I like what's happening. And here's our puzzle piece. Our sigil. Oh, there's a new group of 4. A.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Aha. You gave up in the OG because it was annoying to do everything over again. Oh, so a rewind feature might have been nice. Interesting. Yeah, I need to remember to use that. Okay, so the top left thing is blinking, and maybe that's saying, yeah, we have all our pieces here. So what's happening? Rotate. Oh, we have to do a little Tetris. I love Tetris. Is this ChatGPT? Loading library session. Mounting local disk, connecting network drives, loading Milton Library Assistant. It told you it was sentient. Wow. Library archive session ready. Hi. What's this? Type help for list of available commands. Help. Basic terminal commands are list, display a list of available resources, open file name, show contents of a file, help, display this text, run MLA, load Milton Library Assistant, advanced interface, exit, close the terminal session. So list. A list of available resources. We have welcome.email, athena6.text, figure it out. Is that EML, email? I'm going to say email. Yeah, this is like old school computer. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's check out welcome. From Nadia Sarabhai at Institute for Applied Something to Alexandra Drennan and Something Nomadics. Welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Let's do this, Nadia. So that's Nadia to Alexandra. Alexandra is in charge. Okay. Athena 6. Chapter 6, Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides. Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles did something, gazing upon the stars and wept. This is like old Greek mythology, huh? Athena. It's almost like the tree of life, the fruit of wisdom kind of thing. We have some mythology, okay. Figureitout.email. Brumman 2 from Lee. Subject F6E. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. I like this email. The world doesn't come with a manual. Searching for the truth can be good for the brain. I like it. Okay, we read the resources. Run MLA, load Milton Library Assistant. Initiating plain language interface. Hello guest, how can I help you today? Your query? Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. Wait, is this actually like ChatGPT? It's talking to us. Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? Describe your functions. Okay, let's test it. The first word of the last sentence you wrote was understand. Let's see if it knows. I'm sorry, I am only able to process and respond to basic subject, verb, object syntax. Okay, so it is a little limited. Describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Okay. So there's some kind of archive that it manages. It talks to us in our human language, and it can provide troubleshooting. How old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from July 95 to June 2030 something. So old. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. So maybe there's going to be a lot of these terminals throughout the game and they're going to provide some story to us. How long has this system been running? The system has been active for 99999 years. Whoa. What is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.4 petabytes of disk space. Okay, this is a crazy library. 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. Oh, so of the 5.2 petabytes, only 10 gigabytes are indexed. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Inconsistencies. Were things censored? Yeah, 10 gigabytes, that's like less than the size of this game itself. Forget the library. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. Okay, we knew that because we asked Alexa about that.
I can help you shop for everyday
I
items.
knew that was going to happen.
Try saying
Alexa,
things
stop.
like,
I can't say her name or else she wakes up. I knew as soon as I said her name that was going to happen. Okay. So he'll tell us about Elohim, the word, but this Elohim that's talking to us. What am I? You are logged in with a guest account. Where am I? You are currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? You cannot insult me. Okay, that's all of our questions. So we can talk about what's in the library, but it's not really good at talking about things outside of it. We learned about Nadia and Alexandra Drennan, and a nice email from Dad. Someone's dad. New text added to journal. Oh, everything we just read is now in our journal. Beautiful. Okay. Terminal complete. So we completed our first set of sigils. And everything back here is crossed out. I see. So let's say like we couldn't solve one of those puzzles. It would not be crossed out. So this is a good way to keep track of like what we have done and what we haven't done. But I think we never go back here again because everything's crossed out. More puzzles. So there's a sigil that way. Something up there. A sigil this way.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
He's probably talking about this light. Well, the computers update as we go along. Yeah, we found 3 things in that one. Let's see. It said terminals, which means there's more. I would guess that there would be new stuff at each one, but we'll see. Now, we've already defied Elohim one time when he was like, you don't need to go get this sigil. You already have enough. But we still went and got it anyway. I kind of want to defy him again. He says, step into the light, my child. But also, there's puzzles here. So you're going to have to wait, Elohim. We'll be there in a minute. Poking a sleeping lion. Okay, there's our sigil. There's a gun. As long as we don't go by the laser, we're okay. Okay, this jammer is already on the Bomberman. Interesting. And what's back here? Another jammer. Okay, so we can't go this way because the gun is there. What do we want to do? Why don't we jam this guy from like right here? And then we'll jam the gun. Can I pick this up without dying to this? No. That's unfortunate. Rewind. Oh, I hit restart. Okay, wait, I have an idea. Let's jam this guy from over here. Then we unjam, but he's still jammed from that. And now we jam this. A little bit of an oopsie. Now we just go through. Okay. Cool. A little bit of an oopsie. Okay, 3 Bombermans. Do I have to go past all these guys? Whoa, chill out. Yeah, look, the sigil is back there. Maybe we could open each one of these gates, get the Bomberman to come out here, then I can walk through. But we need a jammer. Bingo. Yeah, just like that. Evacuate the Bombermans. Oh. And then we walk through. Okay. I understand what's happening in the game. I feel good. It's going to get hard, I'm sure. So far, so good. Okay, we've gotten every puzzle piece that we could. Let's step into the light. Oh, there's a sign here. Okay, so this shows... Oh, what's that star? Oh, I want the star, but I don't know what that star is. This is the completionist thing happening. Okay, let's step into the light. Whoa.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
He's really talking like Elohim. Like Hebrew Elohim. All these worlds I made for you. Look at this place. Wow. So did we, yeah, we just came out of 1. There's a little 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. There's no 8. Oh, look at this. We need 5 purple sigils to go in there. The stars are extra things. Oh, look, here's a stargate.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates.
Oh,
If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
oh, I want that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and it's showing us we got everything in one. I love it. Okay. Curiosity killed the jack. The thing is, until we find one of these stars,
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
whoa, getting philosophical in here. Until we know what we're looking for with these stars, we're going to be fumbling in the dark. He said they were hidden secrets. Do I need to be looking inside of puzzles? And maybe there'll be like an extra door somewhere or something. Let me give it like, what's the phrase? The old college try. Like there's a world where we're absolutely completely stumped, and to save our sanity, it's good to know like you could provide a hint as backup. Where, like, what is this? But it's locked. Oh. Uh-huh. That has to be it. Okay. So even outside of some puzzles, there's going to be hidden things. Oh man, we really do have to check every nook and cranny. Well, let's see if this is the star, but it has to be, right? Why would that be there? A star. Oh, but we need a jammer. This. Oh, hello? Ladder? We have not... We did it. We did it. Okay. This is our heist. We have to heist this jammer out of here. That ladder is only one way. How are we gonna do this though? We need more jammers. Bingo. This is our heist. Yeah. Yes. This ladder. Alexa, stop. Okay, we had our heist, but it wasn't the heist we were expecting. Yeah, that wasn't the right heist song, but I tried. We got a star. So we got one star. We got one star and now this is open. Wait a second. What is this? This lock requires more sigils. 10 yellow sigils to open the Stargate. And then there's 3 blue ones. Man, there's a lot of stuff. So that star opened the Stargate. Another Stargate with 10 yellow sigils. Maybe 10 stars, because there's 1 star, I see. See how that arrow's like pointing to the star? World 2. Okay, back to the normal game.
Let this be our covenant.
Ooh.
These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go.
Oh.
For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
This is very Old Testament, you're right, Cal. Don't eat from the tree of life. Don't go to the tower. If you do, you die. We have Ian, Athena Analysis, and Talos Principle. The name of the game. From Frank to Miles and Dan. Frank Ngatai to Miles Ngatai and Dan Ngatai. Ian. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. Oh, Ian. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Alexa, define Noematics.
From Weebly.com. Noematics is the part of hermeneutics that studies the senses of the Bible.
Oh. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Is that supposed to be like Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park? Then I get it. Oh, look. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian, Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park movies, Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabhai shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she says. Inan, Ayapan, Ayapno, it all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. Hermeneutics is figuring out what words mean. So it's the study of the senses in the Bible, the words in the Bible, applied noematics. Some place is doing this study, and there's Frank, Miles, Dan, and Dr. Sarabhai, plus Alexandra Drennan. You're reading some Bible commentaries once, and it talked about hermeneutics and exegesis constantly, almost interchangeably. Well, this makes sense. There's a lot of like biblical imagery and stuff happening here. Athena Analysis. User Alex added 4 notes. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should. Note 2, having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. Note 3, when in chapter 16, a second awakening in the kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor. Are we meant to question Elohim? Note 4, a more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... So what's this stuff about Athena? Waking up knowing nothing, that's what happened to us. Athena Analysis. Mysteries. This is called the Talos Principle, this note. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Every streamer you've seen skips over those bits as a programmer you recognize them as potentially meaningful. Oh, I'll go back in a second and look at that. So Talos is a giant machine that was constructed, but is filled with a substance like blood. And there's a question about whether or not he's man. That makes sense. Like, we are a robot. Are we a man? Yeah, so these little programming bits, as I'm reading them and I come to them, I don't know what they mean. Like, here's a sequence of a bunch of numbers. So as I'm having our story time and I'm reading to you guys, I didn't want to be like 54, 72, 75, 74, 68, 20, you know? But maybe this means something. Or like this bit here. We should backslash, 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 percent 10, backslash, 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 end paragraph. Given the letters that only go to F, that's surely hex. Oh, Cal knows about hex. Definitely hex. I summoned you, Cal. So like this and backslash. Oh, this might be hex. Is that what you mean? Okay, so let's take our hex from the game and let's put it here. And we... Oh my gosh. Truth was only the daughter of time. Oh, I just got goosebumps. What our own subjective, flawed, and limited senses tell us is that truth was only the daughter of time. Social reality and objective reality come into conflict. Whoa. Truth is the daughter of time. What? We're getting philosophical up in here. Piece of a puzzle solved, even if it doesn't have a mechanical purpose in the game. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so I will keep an eye out for stuff like that. I mean, it does seem like there's some parts of these notes, like this percent 10. This might mean something in code, but I feel like it's kind of like gibberish. But stuff like this is a pattern we can investigate. Like, should I be looking into stuff like that too? I don't know. I don't have the programming knowledge, you feel me? That was so cool though. I'm gonna bookmark this, whatever you sent us, Cal, this crypty. I'm gonna keep that bookmarked, and if we see more hex, we'll do more investigating. That's so cool. Some of it looks like Moji Bake, which is harder to translate if it's meant to translate. Okay. Moji Bake is when you botch character encodings. Maybe it's meant to be like that. Okay. That was so cool. Thank you, Cal, for finding the right resource there. We found a little Easter egg.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule. Write letters to the future so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
It said that was a time capsule from Alexandra Drennan. Oh. Recording number 23. What is this? Hello. What are you doing? You want to take us to the star? What's up, man? Alexandra Drennan was listed in one of the first notes on the first terminal. Her name was also in the description for one of the DLCs. Maybe we'll have little voice recordings from her. What's this guy doing? Recording number 23, version 186. If you want a detour more intense than the Wilhelm number system sometime, character encodings and Moji Bake can get crazy. I forgot about the Wilhelm number system. We spent a good 2 hours. Whoa. We spent a good 2 hours understanding that. That was a trip. Look at our shadow. That's us. We're Robot Man.
In the beginning were the words and
Whoa. In the beginning were the words. What was he saying?
the beginning were the words and
The words made the world. Weird. More QR codes. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities, or they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. What voice? This is Bob talking, and this is Faith talking. The designer might be Elohim. There's a distortion, a beautiful voice. Interesting. Another headless statue. There's islands everywhere with some interesting structures, but we cannot swim. I guess we just do like a little loop around the island here. I mean, there's pathways here, right? So there could be something out here. Though, like, the purple doors with the puzzles are one thing, but there's so much more to each of these places. Wait, another terminal. Wait, we can't read this one. Am I missing something? I see no text. Oh, it says Ian on the computer here. Library archive is currently unavailable while system resources are redirected to handle incoming network messages. Use Access COM portal to access network functions. Error network inaccessible. Encountered unknown errors. Run MLA troubleshooter. Yes. Milton Library Assistant. Hello guest, is there something you'd like help with today? About Milton Library Assistant. The MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. This is achieved by providing powerful sorting and troubleshooting functionalities delivered via an intuitive human language interface. We learned that on the first terminal. Troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. We need to guess the password. It says there are secrets everywhere, sometimes within our very words. I glimpse them, but my eyes cannot read them. How can this be? Uriel. Oh, wrote, is that what that QR code said? Whoa, that's so cool. Even though it wasn't showing it to us in the game, you scanned that QR code? Whoa. So Uriel says there are secrets everywhere, which we're starting to learn. You scanned it with your phone. How cool. My eyes cannot read them. How can this be? Oh, I wonder if that QR code is meant to not be readable in the game, and we had to do what you just did, because the tone of that message is that my eyes cannot read them. There are secrets everywhere. There's at least one the phone decodes that the in-game doesn't decode by intention. Whoa. This game is so cool. Look at all these Easter eggs. There are secrets everywhere. I feel like we have to keep that in mind constantly here. What do we think the password would be? QWERTY, God led me in, trust null, trust no one, or admin. Let's just try admin. Checking password. Incorrect. Try again. Trust no one. Incorrect. Let me in. Incorrect. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Sure. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Ooh, a Turing test. Oh yeah, Jeff would have been a good guess. You will now be asked for a series of inputs To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certificate part 1. Part 1, ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Okay. So we're trying to convince it that we are not a bot. So let's keep that in mind. Begin certification program. 3, 2, 1. 2 plus 2 equals 4. But a bot would know that. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Content, face, angry, mountains. Content. What best describes a person? Whoa, we're getting philosophical quickly. A human being, a citizen, a being of negative entropy, a rational animal, a problem-solving system. Well, that's rough. A rational animal? You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do? Offer half the water, offer all the water, ignore him, ask what you're doing in the desert, kill him and collect his blood in a flask for later. It doesn't say that we are dehydrated, so let's give him all the water. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Terminating support session, resuming library archive session. Weird. Okay, so here's our list of things from this terminal. Maybe a future terminal will have Part 2 of our certification process. Story time. Oh, we have more hex. Okay, the thing is, like, each time we got to type out the hex because I can't like copy. So 54, 68, 65, 20, 72, 6F, 61, 64, 20, 6F, 66, 20, 65, 78, 63, 65, 73, 73, 20, 6C, 65, 61, 64, 73. Okay, that's not the most riveting content, but maybe there will be payoff when we do this. There's our hex code. The road of excess leads. Cannot load archive, John Milton. Oh, Milton Library Assistant. The road of excess leads. Maybe this is the next part of it. That day I oft remember when from sleep I first awaked and found myself reposed under a shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought and how. Okay, maybe we need to put in all the hex at once. 65, 20, 70, 61, 6C, 61, 63, 65, 20, 6F, 66, 20, 77, 69, 73, 64, 6F, 6D, 2E. Maybe we should try to learn what all those things mean on our own. 54 looks like T, is that right? So on the right, it's like translating as we go, but you're right. It says the road of excess leads, and then E, Palace of Wisdom. So I should have made maybe like an enter here. Oh, so it's not listening to if I make spaces. It's going to get garbled up sometimes. The road of excess leads to the Palace of Wisdom. Nice, Magir. Wait, Magir, I thought you were maybe copy-pasting what's in here. Are you telling us a new message? Let's copy-paste what Magir said. Is there profanity in this hex message, Magir? Oh! We all love Jack's Cozy Puzzle Palace. No profanity. A secret hex message. Maybe if we ever have to speak in code, this is how we do it. That was awesome, Magir. Sometimes the hex dumps can be out of order, which may prove useful later. It could be. Oh, can I undo what I did there? The road of excess leads to the Palace of Wisdom. I don't know what to take from that, but that's interesting. Very cool. Should we have a notepad keeping track of all these things? Maybe I should start a note. So the first one was, where's my notes? There we go. The first one was, truth is the daughter of time. And then that one is, the road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. What does it mean? We find excess in, we find wisdom by following the road to excess. Does that mean being excessive about finding all the stars? That would lead us to wisdom? There may be layers other people missed. The human machine. Topic number 3. One day you discover that you are not a human being, but a machine. Well, that's us in the game right now. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. This is very similar to Detroit, which we just played before The Last of Us. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you're a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. Whoa. How would you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? So if you're not actually human, you're a machine. Does that change what you think about yourself? Does your understanding of the world itself change? Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself? Why? This is very existential. 1,500 to 2,000 words. The 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email or another hex code. Do we do it? 66, 61, 63, 65, 62, 6F, 6F, 6B, 2E, 63, 6F, 6D, 2F, 63, 72, 6F, 74, 65, 61, 60. Facebook.com/Croteam. The people who made the game, Croteam. Facebook.com/Croteam. This is wild. Submit via email or on Facebook. The final 5 humanoid Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. Tell me more. Tell me more. They're humanoid. So they're not human, but they thought they were. Anybody want to write a 2,000-word essay and post it in the Discord? Feel free. Answer these questions. That's kind of wild to think about. Someone comes to you and says, hey, you're actually a machine. How does that change how you see yourself, how you see the world? Do you tell anyone that? That's pretty trippy. You're done writing essays. No essays required. Don't worry. From Bob Rakowski to 108 recipients. Now, one of the QR codes was written by a Bob. Subject, Grarg. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity, though these latter-day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot something? Though I have to admit, the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. So this guy wants to find a solution to something. But everybody's calm and that annoys him. What's the scenario with no solution? Okay. Well, this was an interesting terminal. Oh, if someone sent them essays, it was probably a messenger. I bet you're right. That's so neat that we can't look at this QR code unless you look at it in your phone. Very tricky. Puzzle time. The guards must be crazy. Isn't there something like the gods must be crazy? Alexa, what is the gods must be crazy?
The Gods Must Be Crazy is a 1980 adventure film starring N. Gold, Marius Weyers, and Sandra Prinsloo. A comic allegory about a traveling bushman who encounters modern civilization and its stranger aspects, including a clumsy scientist and a band of revolutionaries. The film is 1 hour and 49 minutes long. The movie has a rating of 7.3
Alexa, stop. Okay, it's a movie. So instead of the gods must be crazy, it's the guards. Can I get by this guy? Okay. Okay. Little by little, we work our way through with the jammers. So sometimes the jammers must work in tandem. So now that we jam it with the other one, we can take this one. There's our sigil. We also need to keep our eye out for any secrets, because there is a star here somewhere. So like every corner of every wall we have to look at. Okay, now when we do this, he's going to come through. Do we care about that? Don't kill me. Oh, he killed me. So anytime we get even with them, they're going to kill us. Will he kill me all the way over here? No, not if we're not close to him. Okay, let's stop him back there. We need to bring another jammer with us. We're gonna do this. We gotta be really fast. Okay, now he can't get us. We have 2 jammers. Any secrets? Oh, we did it. Okay.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Okay. We don't need your hints, Elohim. So this leads back to the outskirts. We walked all the way around. We didn't really see any secrets. Now we may have to do that again. Oh, there's something here. That's hidden kind of trickily. What is this? Oh, the star. We did it. Well, we didn't do it because we need a jammer, but this is progress. Okay, we're on to you, game. Is there a jammer over here? No. Okay, so we need to find a jammer somewhere in the world. Either we take it out of a puzzle or we need to find it somewhere here. But that was cool. Okay. I don't know what this place is, and nor it seems does anyone else. Nothing to do but move forward and note whatever I find. Sheep. I like it. We're moving forward, we're taking notes, we're doing what we can. Hall of Windows. Ooh, this looks complicated. Okay. Oh, wow. So jammers can look through these things. So like, we could jam that final gate, but we have to get through here. Now this jammer, we can't go through this door with it. But we could use it to block that. And take this jammer in here. Let's see what's over here. We may have to go back and re-jam things. There's our sigil. Okay. So we have to open this gate in order to get through to the final gate. But from back here, I don't think we can see that gate. Oh, maybe we almost can. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so hold on. Let's jam this. And then we jam this so that when we move this jammer, that will not close. And then we jam that, just barely. Now we don't care that that's closed. This is jammed and we go to the finish line. All right. Oh, that's 4 greens. We completed a little set there. Okay, I tried to look at all the edges as we went through. I didn't really see any secrets. But since we know where the star is, we just need to find a jammer. Some secret for a jammer. Are we in a program? That would make sense. What is this? A locked door. E, unlocked door. Well, that's tricky. Is there a jammer back there? If so, we must find a key. Okay. Like, we could just do the puzzles and move on, but like, that's not us. Hey, no worries, Cab. Hope you're enjoying the lurk. So cozy in here tonight, I like this. Okay, here's a jammer. But it's inside of a puzzle, unfortunately. Can we sneak you out? Can we do a jammer heist? Okay. Oh boy. So what does this lead to? Oh, wait a second. If I flip that switch, it turns on the gun. Now, why would we want to do that? If we flip this switch, the gun turns on. Does that mean the gun will shoot that guy? Because that would be pretty cool. So how could we make that happen? We need to start out with the gun jammed so that when we flip the switch, we don't die. And then we need to unjam this. Will you shoot each other? Hey. Okay, so the gun didn't shoot it, but it reacted to the gun, and they both killed each other. All right. You watched the first 40 minutes. Okay, so probably like half-ish. It's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember exactly what's about halfway, but there's a heist. Things are glitching. I don't know if that's like my game glitching or if that's part of this world. Didn't I just see something kind of glitch right there? Oh, what is this? I don't know, but it's at the top of our screen now, a little purple thing. So it really benefits us to just go everywhere. There could be secrets anywhere. And there's an indicator that there's a star in this area. There's no indicator about that purple thing. Oh, look at this. This is like the thing that we woke up on. Did someone else wake up in this world? I love it. Ease. Dude. How do we miss this? Was this here the whole time, or would this gate have gone down when we solved it? That's my question. Because if that was actually there the whole time, I feel so dumb. I'm gonna hope that that was a gate before, and it only went down when we solved it. And that will make me feel less bad about missing that. Oh. That was weird. If I press R, it rewinds. Very cool. So that's all that's happening in this game. As we're slightly uncomfortable and we're looking around and we feel lost, we're actually getting better and we're learning because we're in a place of discomfort. I think that's true. Every time we learn how to find these stars, now we have a better idea of like in the future things we might need to do to find a star. Jammer. Okay. Star complete. We did it. Nice mantra wrote. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we're done. World 2. Like it. 2 of 7. So that green A is flashing up in the corner there. What does that mean? 1 and 2 are done. Oh, it means we could open this. Do we want to open this when we have so much else to do? There's an elevator. I guess we do it because we have all the pieces for it. We like Tetris. Zero, -1. I kind of want to do all these worlds first before we leave. But we just unlocked that, so let's see what this is. Oh, we are on -1. Let's go to 0.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you.
Oh.
Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind.
Oh.
But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
Do not ascend the great tower. Very Old Testament. Yeah, I'll go to the terminal, but... Whoa. Whoa. The great tower. With a hurricane at the top. Whoa. Do not ascend the great tower. That's got to be what he's talking about, right? Well, we have to ascend. B. C. Oh, there's more worlds. A bit too great. So there's 7 worlds in A. 7 worlds in B. Can I even open this? No, we need more things. More terminals. Can we ascend the Great Tower? This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. So he really doesn't want us to go up the tower, huh? Sounds like a challenge. An elevator. The voice keeps speaking to me. I can't get it out of my head. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Listen to me very carefully. I've climbed this tower and no good has come of it. This world is the only world. Elohim's will continues eternal, and paradise is banishing all of this from your mind. All who say they made it to the top are blatantly lying, or they would say what was there. Dog. Samsara. So paradise is banishing the thought of the tower from your mind. Challenge accepted. So we're on 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what's around here? Ooh, there's something else. Part of me wants to... Oh, we have more messages. On returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and an enormous energy. What I know now disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge, I might provide a shoulder for you. The giants of tomorrow. The shepherd. The view from the top must be incredible. I kind of want to get all the sigils from these worlds and then tackle this. Because I'm sure we can't progress all the way up 5 levels right now. Ooh. What's this? There's a star in there. What are you? I can't interact with it. Huh. Okay, that's for another day, I guess. Okay, world 3. 4 puzzles and 2 stars. Oh boy. The stars have taken up most of our time tonight. There's some Roman numerals here. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it goes around 6. We have Roman numerals all the way around to 24. Why? I don't know. There's also a terminal and a QR code. Oh, we can't read this. Maybe we have to use our phone. Pick it up. The eagle has landed. Now is the time of tranquility, and I shall rest and observe the earth. Uriel. There's also another hex code in this. Oh my gosh. 38. 1967, July 2nd at 2018. There's like Easter eggs on Easter eggs on Easter eggs. A code within a code. That's crazy. So by putting in that hex code, we see the message the eagle has landed with the date of the moon landing. Interesting. Wonder why that would be here. Let's see what kind of story time we have going on here. Okay, we have 3 library resources. AI feedback. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before, AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature? To suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment? To have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is not a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up on my studies. So this was not a nice teacher, discouraging her thoughts. Huh. What would you feel if you were an AI and you just suddenly came into existence? That is philosophy. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when hex code 74, 68, 72, 6F. PHRO. Wait, is there going to be more hex code? Oh, there's so much. Should we do this every time we see hex code? If only there was a way to copy paste, because like I just sit here and I go 75, 67, 68. It's so much. 69, 6E, 61. Maybe we need some music. We take a screenshot, copy the screenshot, paste the screenshot into Google Lens. Oh. Let's go back to step 2. Do not copy the screenshot. Drag the screenshot. Yes. Translate. There's Reddit posts. Can anyone tell me what this means? Please help me find the hidden phrase. This is not what we want. Products, homework, visual matches, exact matches about this image. No results were found. Translate. We have an option to translate. Can we choose hexadecimal as a language? No, there's no hex in the H's. Is Talos Principle a language? Translate hex from a screenshot. You can use various online tools or software features. Oh, you have an idea, Magyar. Our heist is not a failure yet. Convert. Magyar, it worked. So we take this hex code and we put it here. Wait, and before that it was THRO. Through inaction, allow humanity to come to harm. Whoa. Heist complete. There's 3 laws of robotics in iRobot. I don't really remember what they are. That's my extent of Asimov. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone's on the same page. Please refer to the following people when... And then it says, through inaction, allow humanity to come to harm. That's interesting. Alexandra Drennan, project lead. We keep seeing her name. AI module. Nadia Sarabai, coordinator. Rob McLean, EL software. Trevor Donovan, EL hardware. George Jameson, generation module. Alan Jameson, scenario module. Bob Rutkowski, we've seen that name. Simulation module. Arena simulation. Radia Brickmont, Aurora Calvin, Link Hardware, Omar Gayorib, Link Software, somebody in Landing, Maintenance Module, J.E. Harrison, Diagnostic, Frank Ngate, we've seen that name, Memory Module, Jared Shmailev, Bile, Sun Wei Tang, Talos Unit, formerly Soma. Soma. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, Arkady Chernevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. And then the rest of this code that says, through inaction, allow humanity to come to harm. So maybe that's like a piece of one of the laws of robotics or something. So don't allow humanity to come to harm through inaction. Well, we were going to keep track of that in our notes as well. Through inaction, allow humanity to come to harm. This seems like it's a piece of a bigger sentence. So we'll see if we come across more of that. The Caves of Steel is a good book to start with for Asimov's robot-focused works. Nice, Cal. Thank you for the recommendation. Straton of Stagira. Straton of Stagira. Oh, this is a Greek guy. He was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the peripatetic. Alexa, define Peripatetics.
Peripatetics is a form of the word peripatetic. As an adjective, peripatetic is usually defined as walking or traveling about, itinerant. As a noun, peripatetic is usually defined as a person who walks or travels about. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for peripatetic.
So the school of walking about. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. So he believes don't place belief before observable truth. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Sad. Okay. There's so many mysteries in this game. There's 2 stars here, another glitch, and our first red sigil. Okay, let's tackle the puzzles and then we'll go on a star hunt. Another platform that we spawned from. Interesting, right? A bit tied up. There's our sigil. What is that? This is a new thing. It's jammed, whatever it is. Oh, that's a gun. Okay. Oh, we have 2 jammers. One is blocking Bomberman and one is blocking the gun. So, let's untangle these jammers. We block the Bomberman. And we take this. We block the gun. And we take this. And now we can unblock the Bomberman. And we have 3 jammers. And there's our sigil. Any secrets that we're missing? I don't think so. So, let's go in here. Let's take all of our jammers with us. This thing's really going crazy. Oh, they killed each other. I forgot they do that. We're free. Let's get all of our jammers. Having a little jam. Oh, that's a gun. Okay, we block him. Oh, this is going to be a little tricky. Let's block him. Let's block this guy from over here. And then we can take this one. And what's over here? Oh, our sigil. But there's more. Oh, there's our star. Oh, wow. 1 of 2 stars. So we just had to, like, use these jammers in a chain. I think we understand the jammers pretty well. What's up there? We'll never know. Okay, well that was a productive puzzle. A sigil and a star. I wonder if this 1 to 24 on the outside means something. Next puzzle. Stashed for later. Jammer. Secrets. No secret. Okay, we got a Bomberman and he is jammed. So if we can find another way to jam him, we can take that one. Ooh. A locked door. A jammer behind a locked door. Oh boy. We want to go through here? Let's make sure at the beginning we didn't miss anything. Yeah, there's something over here. Ooh. Our sigil. Okay, so that'll be our way out. But we need a key to unlock that jammer. I'm pretty sure if we pick this up, we're gonna go boom. And we do not want to go boom. Oh, there's our key. Very nice. Oh, the sigil's just right there. Oh, but there's 2 guns blocking the sigil. Okay, we need all the jammers. We can kind of just evade those Bombermans. Okay, so jammer. So here's what we're gonna do. From far away, we jam that man. Now we can take this. And now we're free to go with our 2 jammers. 2 jammers, 2 guns. I don't know that we need to keep these guys jammed. We can just avoid them. Let's look around. Ooh, another one of these. We found one of those in the other world too. And we can block the guns from here. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to wait for this Bomberman to go by. Okay. And then we jam this. And we're free. Ooh, another secret? Oh, that's where the key was. The pink sigil, yeah. I don't know. We know what these sigils do. Like, we use them to solve puzzles, to open gates. The stars, we understand. We're going to open a Stargate. The purple pinky thing, we have not seen what that's for yet. Locked me up, swallowed the key. Another locked door. There's a gun over there. This one looks complicated. This one looks big. Let's take stock. A jammer. Wonderful. But we kind of have to use this jammer on this. Otherwise we can't proceed. There's another one here, another gun. We need all the jammers we can get. Keys. Okay. This allows us to bypass this door. Now we can just take the jammer through. So we could go here, but then there's a gun. Ah, there's another jammer. Okay, we jam him. We take the jammer. And now we double jam. The thing is, maybe we want to bring this one in. We have a little jammer chain. Okay, so how are we going to do this? You're jammed. There we go. Okay. And there's a ladder. Did we take the ladder? One time the ladder led us to a secret. This just leads us back out. Okay. One more puzzle in this world. And one more star. An escalating problem. Oh, what is that? Seek messengers.
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
I don't understand what that means. Seek messengers' blessings to put the trial aside. I don't know what that means. I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help, it is for me to help myself. Faith. I like that. I don't know what this means. Seek messengers' blessings. Is that some way to get a hint? Okay, so we have a Bomberman, and he gets stopped by this gate. Another pink sigil thing. Weird. So maybe there's a world that we want to open this and make him get trapped back here. Do we care that he's out and about? Oh, there's a jammer up there. But we can't get up there. Oh, please don't kill me from there. Oh, we're jammed. Can I pick it up? Ah, perfect. Okay, so let's jam that and let him go through. And now we don't worry about him anymore. We kind of have to jam this to progress. But we want to get over there because that's where the sigil is. There's also a gun up there. Can I jump up here? No. Are we missing a jammer somewhere? What's the name of this puzzle? An escalating problem. We need to escalate the jammer to up here. The thing is, we have to have the jammer on this door. Wait a second. Can I set this up here and jam it? Not really letting me. Like ideally, we jam this door, but instead of it being set down right there, it goes back up there. But that seems to be a little too wild. Maybe we're missing a jammer somewhere. With it on the small platform, can you pick it up from there? Meaning, if you had it jamming the gate from right next to that platform, can you walk up the platform and pick it back up by looking down at it? This is a perfect idea. This is a wonderful idea. Maybe that's what this platform is trying to tell us. I love the way we're thinking. So I was concerned with being down there and being able to jam it from above, but look at that. Point to Cal. Okay, so what did we learn? My brain just grew a little bit. Well, I mean, we did learn when we were on the ground, we could pick up the jammer from below. We just had to make the leap, the connection that we could pick it up from above as well. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I love it. So we can see that there's some keys here. We have to jam this gate, which means we're going to be in here without a jammer when there's Bombermans everywhere. So can we navigate the Bomberman maze? Seems like there's just one on the outside. There's one on the inside. Oh, we can just avoid them. Okay. Let's make sure we're not missing anything star related. Look around the outside. I think we're good. I think that was the crux of this puzzle, the escalating problem. So now we need to remember to think vertically. Ooh, but still, we're gonna have another issue. We have one jammer, and there's a gun. So even if we open that door, we have to jam the gun. Unless, remember our friend that we locked away? Wish I could jam that from here. We need to bring our friend out to play. Remember we learned... Yes. When these Bombermans come up against a gun, the gun goes boom. So we need to guide the Bomberman to the gun. Thing is, we gotta block the gate in front of him. Okay, this should work. Yeah, this one had a lot of layers. Nice. Okay. Great job, Cal. Good thinking. And then this little sigil went away. And there's paint. Oh, look at our little robot feet. Okay. I think that's all the pieces from this place. But there's one more star. So we didn't really explore, we just kind of looked at each puzzle. Is this whole area contained? It looks like there's so much stuff beyond. Well, is it possible that there were 2 stars in that first puzzle? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Press button. Excuse me. Okay, maybe this is star related. That was the first thing we noticed. 1 to 24 Roman numerals. You think it's related to that QR code? Tree buttons. We did this QR code and it said... Oh no, did I lose it? It was the date. Shoot. It was the date of the moon landing. The date of the moon landing was 1969 It was like a bunch of numbers. Wait, do I still have it open? No, I lost it. I mean, what other set of numbers could it be? Oh. Part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. Okay. Let's finish this. Begin. But we need to think about a sequence of numbers to solve this puzzle. Question 1. Since only animals can be persons, a machine could never be a person. Yeah, we did say that our definition of a person was a rational animal. So what is our definition of a person, really? Could a machine be a person? We said that only animals can be persons. Is that true? Like a machine in the sense of like when we played Detroit Become Human that was a person in every way. It had emotions, it loved, it had free will. So we have to broaden it beyond animals, right? So I'm going to broadly disagree, which is going to say is an inconsistency. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. I'm going to agree with that. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. I would broadly agree with that. Value is discovered. Well, that's a big one. We're getting into big moral stuff. Like in the absence of any persons to observe value, does value just exist inherently in the universe? Or does it require a perceiver? Value. Does something have value even if no one is perceiving the value? I don't know. This is too heavy. Value is discovered. Maybe we disagree. Maybe value is, regardless of discovery. I don't know, it's hard. I'm not so sure. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Deserves doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I mean, if we disagree, I don't want to say that you don't deserve whatever you're born into. But is it just chance? I don't know. Deserve is the key word. I guess like we say agree. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. I would agree. Yeah, deserves is loaded there. Value is created. We didn't say if it was discovered. Do we say that it's created? Like, okay, let's go back however many million, billion years before humans are here. Is there value? Do you have to have the humans come along and put value to things? Are we talking about moral value or like the value of gold? Because that's just like a construct. Gold has value for currency. But what about like just inherent like moral principles, like the value of life? Is that created or is that just inherent in the universe? This is a lot. I'm going to disagree. I don't know. The certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Okay. So we need some numbers in order to put into these 1 to 24 posts that are circling us. The only thing I can think of is the moon landing numbers that we got from that code. Stratton 311 to 254, maybe those are some numbers. Marx's labor theory of value. Alexa, what is Marx's labor theory of value?
From WallStreetMojo.com. Labor theory of value is a Marxism theory that states that the relative price or economic value of a good or service is determined by the amount of labor required to produce it, which means majorly socially necessary labor.
Huh. So that would say that value is created, or it's like a human construct. Perceived value is also a thing. That's true. Different people might value things differently. We have two things to try. Number one, I need to do this QR code again. Do you think the game would hide this code behind someone getting their phone out, scanning the QR code? It takes you to something that says the eagle has landed. And then it has hex code. And then we have to translate the hex code. So that gives us 1967, 7/20, 2018. So this thing around us goes from 1 to 24. So we could go around and put 1, 9, 6, 9, 7, 0. Oh, but there's no 0. So would we just skip the 0? Maybe we should do this, because it is kind of like a clock. So since we can't do 0, I don't really want to do any of that. So we could do 20 and then we could do 18. This seems very dumb. Okay, I don't know. We're going to try that. Yeah. I never took a philosophy class. Maybe before the next stream, we need to do a philosophy 101 YouTube video or something. Because this stuff is huge. What did we say? 2018. 20? I feel very silly. 18. Nothing. Apparently we are waterproof. Oh, look at this. 1940, no, 69. Oh, 1969. That's the date from the moon landing thing. And then it was July 20th, 1969. So maybe we need to do 7/20/2018. So 7. Is July, and then 20, and then the time is 2018. Oh, something just made a noise, and I didn't put in 18, but I heard something. Did y'all hear that? Did you open? Something's happening. Oh, wait, the water's gone. Wait, what is going on? The water drained. Yeah, good catch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so it wasn't the time. It was the date, 7/20. It was from the QR code. Well, we don't even know if this is the star. Oh, this is the star. Wow. So if we had not scanned that QR code, we would have no way of seeing the secret message of the eagle has landed. And furthermore, it didn't just say 7/20 in the message. We had to input the hex code into a hex translator, and then it gave us 7/20. That's the most meta thing I've ever seen in a game. Like, inside the game itself, we had no means of figuring that out. That's pretty tricky. That's no moon. Shout out Star Wars. It was just May the 4th. All you Star Wars fans. Okay, we have all the puzzle pieces. We have all the stars. Man. Can't believe I didn't notice that the water was draining out. Okay, world solved. This is making me reassess whether or not we need to be getting the stars in all of these worlds. Because that's a wild, like, meta, outside the game problem solving thing to do. Crazy. But we did it. Are we ready to do this now? Look, we are. What is this? Oh, this is tricky. We did it. You have now unlocked... What is that? Where are you going?
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Okay. We're but a child. We lost that thing, but it said we unlocked it. Maybe we'll figure out in the future. If you enjoy yourself, why not, unless it's overwhelming? I agree. I mean, we're gonna give everything our best shot. But like, walking into one of these puzzles, there are rules, there are boundaries, and we can figure it out. With stuff like that, there's no rules. Like, we got kind of lucky that we made a guess that that would work, but that's super tricky, and it makes me scared about future trickiness. But we're going to give everything our best shot. There's an icon of that item in the bottom left of your game UI. Oh, look at that. Nicely spotted. So it was in the top left. We solved the puzzle for it, and now we have a tripod with a crystal in it. And then this is like the cube from Portal. But we need 2 more sigils, and then we can unlock that. We need more green things to get B. We have 4 stars. We still don't know what these purple symbols are. But the stars we're going to put into this. And we have 4 of them. Who knows where that will take us? Oh, it's going to take us to get more sigils. Okay, there's so much. So 3 worlds. A lot of progress. The one thing I like, even though we spent a lot of time finding these stars, this world is completely done. We're never going back. Same for 2 and same for 3. So next stream when we come back, we'll start at 4. And we'll do our best to just fully complete them as we go. I like it. This game is tricky. We're doing pretty good at the puzzles. But there's some meta stuff with these stars. I like it a lot. Plus there's all this philosophy. We're just getting into like questions about value and what it is. There's some kind of weird Old Testament Elohim guy that's guiding us, calling us a child. We're a robot created to do what? To solve puzzles? I don't know. So many questions. Man. I'm just going to be thinking about this game until then. What is value? Is value created? Is value discovered? We got to do a little philosophy 101 or something. Okay, your man is going to sleep. I'll catch you guys Thursday. Remember empathy, remember kindness. Take care of yourself to take care of the people around you. We have a little song that we talked about earlier to go to bed to. Thanks again for being here tonight, guys. More Talos Principle in a couple days. Until then, stay cozy. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you soon. Good night, guys. Peace, peace.